Broadcasting from Miami, Florida.
Check this out.
Let's go.
Welcome to 25-8 The Culture. On who's hot and who's not. Everything hip-hop. Turn it on, turn it up, get it loud. Here we go. You're now vibing with 25-8 The Culture.
Hey, man, it's your boy DJ Pablo Maccabee from 25-8 The Culture with your host D-Wise from the Big Fellas. What it do?
Big fellas all day. You know what time it is. This is the hottest podcast out. We talk about the realest shit out. I guarantee it. You feel what I'm saying? And before we, continue with the rest of our show, make sure you hit that like button right down the left side of the screen. That's the thumbs up. Travel to the right side of the screen. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. When you say something, we'll say something back. And if it's some bullshit, Lance will tear your ass up. Guarantee it. D-Wise, let's do it.
Also in the building, the legendary Big Money Boy Lance. What it do?
Hey, man, you know the vibes. Good to be here. Love y'all niggas. And as always, drink in one hand, smoke in the other. Let's go.
Salute. Hey, yo, we got some topics we're going to talk about, you know what I mean? Just 5-6 things. Just keep it going. First and foremost, I have a serious moment right now. We're losing these legends, man. We're losing them too damn fast, yo. And it's like, I feel like every time I turn the TV on or I turn around and come back or I read something, we're losing another great person, another, someone that has a great legacy in hip hop. And I'm talking about Shock G from Digital Underground and also Black Rob, former Bad Boy artist. You feel what I'm saying? Like Whoa and the Humpty Hump are, Shock G and, Black Rob's, songs that a lot of people know. Maccabee, speak on it.
Honestly, what I'm gonna say, man, I kind of feel like it has something to do with maybe lifestyle and diet. Years ago we were already hearing like, yo, our generation is the first generation to die before our parents. You feel me? And like, yo, why is that? You feel me? I feel like it has something to do with food and maybe technology and lack of exercise and lifestyle. Like, we don't, walk to work or take our bicycle or exercise as much, or when we do talk about a diet, is like we don't actually really diet. You feel me? It's like how many coffees and milk and donuts and unhealthy food are we actually are eating, and how much lack of exercise are we actually having. So it's like, it's like this generation is like all these diseases, heart disease, cancer, diabetes and stuff like that. Is like, we are unhealthy like a motherfucker. You feel me? So, and also too, a lifestyle of, smoking blunts, drinking Hennessy, and a bunch of stuff that we do too often, instead of, practicing more healthier methods of living and stuff like that. I think it's just probably taking a toll on this generation, not just the hip hop generation, just this generation period. Because I'm like, man, we have Black Rob dying at the age of 51. 50 is still young, man. I got friends that are 50 years old, still going out. They got muscles, they got six packs, they still going out to the club, drinking, having a good time. So I don't consider them to be old. You feel me? And then Shock G, 57 years old, the positive thing, these artists live their life, like, they were able to impact us. That's why we're talking about them today. So, like many of us may live to 100 years old and haven't, lived our life or impact other people or put out a project or a great body of work or have done nothing. You feel me? So I feel like, we should be thinking about what impact that we want to leave for ourselves, our loved ones. What legacy do we want to leave behind? Because I remember one time Nas said in a song, is like, yo, your life should be measured by what you have done. You feel me? Because, you have people that may only live like 20 something years, but have accomplished, so much, and they've really lived their lives. And you don't want to go, throughout life and realize that you haven't lived it at all. We're blessed to have some great works, from the Digital Underground, the Humpty Hump. Tupac, came from that group as well. And like "Whoa" was definitely an iconic song growing up too. Rest in peace to those brothers. You know, wherever they transcended to, or whatever. Bless them and their families, and whatever their families may be going through at this moment and stuff like that. But I just feel for us, we need to start considering ways to live a more happy and healthier life. Lance.
I had this bad bitch uptown. She was, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
So that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Black Rob. Well, I know Black Rob had he had a couple strokes over the last couple of years, so that's a major point that you made, Maccabee, about the health and making sure that we're living longer lives. I don't know, man. The only thing I have negative I have to say about the Black Rob thing is I don't like how everybody's trying to make it Diddy's issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Black Rob is his own man and all that. Yeah, they did good business, and Diddy probably profited off his talent, but Black Rob was paid for those services. And we need to be more responsible as a culture with our finances, so we don't end up in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Where we're hoping that other people help out and put us in better spots. But RIP to Black Rob, uh, major in the as far as the bad boy legacy goes, and then Shock G. You know what I'm saying? It's always tragic when you lose people. I don't even think we got a cause of his death yet. I think they said they just found him dead. So I'll be interested to see what that's about and what his actual cause of death was. But man, rest in peace. So that's all you can do. Condolences to the family, strength, prayers, everything to you. Shit. It'd be nice if black people wasn't dying like this. But you know what I'm saying? Like we need to stop losing our legends. This is way too close, and it's hitting all the genres too. You know what I'm saying? So we wish the best for the families. Condolences to the families.
Hey yo, just before I move on, just shout out to those guys. And since we did the like whoa lyric, it's only fair for me just to say all right, stop watching, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I just had to bring up a little something that he did from Humpty Hump, like Shock G. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. You always heard like when you went out, you know what I'm saying, when it was a house party or a little club, something like that. You know what I mean? That was a hype song. And then in the earlier generations, like, yo, Humpty Hump, ain't nothing more 90s than that. You know what I'm saying? The man with the big brown nose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing. It's what's up. And I want to say shout out because without him believing in Tupac, and he produced his first album, which is Tupacalypse, does Tupac come out when he's supposed to? Does he get held back still? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at the connections to people and relationships. You know what I'm saying? So he was an artist, but he also said he was, one of Tupac's friends, and he also believed in his dream. So, it's always good in the community when you got someone that's like, I'll fuck with you. I'm going to help you get to yours. You know what I mean? So shout out to that. All right, next topic. Boom. Update on the George Floyd case. So right now, Derek Chauvin, he's guilty. So that's the news right now. So that's the news. He's guilty. But I don't know. I feel like are people celebrating a little too soon, too early, because he still has to get sentenced. Lance, man, what's going on? What you feeling on that?
You asked, are we celebrating too soon? I'm trying to figure out why the fuck we celebrating. Like, seriously, I'm looking at all these people clapping and all this bullshit, and I'm like, what exactly is we doing here? We patting motherfuckers on the ass for doing what the fuck they supposed to do? Yeah, good job, buddy. Now let's make sure we keep this going, and it ain't some blip on the radar that they get credit for, but we still worried about real results. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit. Like I believe some of these fool ass niggas was out here celebrating when Joe Biden got elected. They was in the streets celebrating like Barack was back. It's like, motherfuckers, what is y'all doing? And Biden ain't shit either. That's a whole nother conversation. But we have to stop celebrating bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We sitting there, oh my God, and yeah, like the family should feel like that, yes, because that's their justice, that's their closure. But us as a people, we need to put that energy into celebrating and building up the family. But stop all this celebrating like the world's changed. It ain't, man. We still got issues to address. There are still young black people being murdered. You know what I'm saying? So let's not lose focus. Like this celebration shit is kind of corny. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. If we're being 100% honest, I didn't appreciate it. I feel like we do way too much celebrating on some sucker shit. And then before you know it, there's some more bullshit coming around, and you celebrating this bullshit instead of keeping your eye on the goal and what you really intend to do. So to me, we look bad out here celebrating. That's my opinion on that. We look bad.
Maccabee, what's up?
You know, I kind of reserve myself for everything. I never get hyped about anything in my life. You feel me? So pretty much just waiting. You feel me? You know, I'm the let's see what's gonna happen. Cause like, yo, could he appeal at any moment now? Like, I don't know.
I think you can appeal. Yeah, I think so. I think the judge said that when they sentenced him.
Yeah, so it's like, let's see what happens. Like, you know, if he puts an appeal and whatever, and also too, when he gets sentenced, is he gonna get sentenced to, you know, 12 years murder, slap on the wrist? Or are they gonna bury him underneath the jail? Like, you know, I gotta see what's gonna happen. You feel me? Like, you know, if they give him like 5 years or be like, yo, 2 years time served, you know, what is that shit called? Woodsack? You feel me? Like, I don't know, man. Let's see. You know?
Word.
And what's up with the other 3 officers too? That's involved in this case. You know?
Yeah, they're up next. And we'll see what that one is, but you know, we'll see how that one goes. I don't even want to move forward to that because, like you said, you know what I'm saying, Maccabee, and like what Lance was saying a little bit is like, yo, we out here celebrating, we still haven't crossed the finish line yet. Like the finish line is once he is sentenced and it's just, then that's good. If they give him that, hey, this is murder, so you got 20 years, you know, whatever, cool. But if it's quite possible that, okay, hey, you know, 10 years with time served, you'll be out in 5. That ain't real justice. You know what I'm saying? And then, like Lance said, you'll be out there. You were acting a fool. You were celebrating. You were throwing confetti. You were drinking Hennessy and smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? And now you look like a jackass because the guy comes home in 5. Like that would be a fucked up situation. So yeah, you gotta reserve yourself, like how you're reserving yourself, and how Lance is like, what are we celebrating? The race ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like you celebrating that you won the championship, but you gotta go play the other half of the game. You know what I'm saying?
I want to bring up something. So it's like, you know, like John Bricks said, it's like, yo, Zimmerman still walking around here like all Gucci, dog. You feel me? So it's like, niggas out here all smoke. Like, why is Zimmerman walking around here like it's all Gucci? So it's like, what would change the same situation with this dude? I can see this dude walking up and down maybe certain communities. I mean, not a black community, you feel me? But it'll be the same situation because it's like, yo, if one other person did it, why can't him? You feel me? The only thing funny about this situation are probably just, you know, the internet with the memes, you know, showing David Chauvin locked up with that big black guy with a big, you know, you feel me? He's probably the only thing that's probably funny right now. Other than that, it's like after seeing, you know, Zimmerman walk free around here, you know, well, what happened to get him back in blood? You feel me? You know, there's another meme I saw, you know, a couple weeks ago. It was like, there hasn't been one gang member in the history of gang banging that has ever caused harm towards a KKK member. You feel me? And that's one reason why I can't fuck with gangs, because it's like, yo, y'all niggas are so gangster. You know, against your own. But, you know, not ready to really fight, you know, for a cause. You feel me? They're not militant like Malcolm. You feel me? So
facts. Is it wrong to bring up the young girl that was just killed in a drive-through, as you mentioned, George Zimmerman? Because I like, to that point, it's like, yo, there's people out here shooting up cars and drive-throughs, broad daylight, and George Zimmerman's walking around.
100%.
Like, we've had more black people kill iconic figures in this game than we've had harm or attempts on George Zimmerman.
100%.
That's fucking nuts. Like that's nuts, bro.
Yeah. So,
All right, next topic. Jake Paul beats Ben Askren. Does he deserve more to be taken more seriously now? Since now he technically beat a fighter. I'm not gonna say a boxer, but he technically beat a fighter, and people are saying that he doesn't look halfway bad now. Does he deserve more respect, or is he still deserve to be on the bottom row of fighting skills and shit like that? Maccabee, say something about it. What you thinking?
you know, I didn't see the fight, but you know, I'm hearing this Mayweather talks. You know what? To set that up right there for entertainment purposes, make Mayweather run that ass real quick. You know, make my dog Mayweather get another bag. Embarrass Jake Paul because I'm like,
Jake Paul, his brother's fighting Mayweather. Jake Paul just got off the fight. His brother is
Logan.
Yeah, Logan Paul. He's fighting Mayweather. So about Jake Paul, he just fought recently the UFC fighter. That's what I'm saying. Like, now that he's won another fight, last fight was on the Mike Tyson card against Nate Robinson. Now he just beat an actual fighter. Does he deserve more respect in your opinion, or he's got to fight someone serious?
I mean,
more serious?
Yo, my honest opinion, yeah, he deserves more respect because he's busting his ass. He wants to be taken seriously, and if he won, that means he should be taken more seriously. You know, but the thing is, he has to continue to win. You feel me? So, you know, if he beats this nigga, let's slide him over with another nigga. If he beats the other nigga, like, oh shit, this nigga's not just a YouTube, you know, influencer. Like, damn, he actually got some hands. If not, time is gonna tell that he's gonna, you know, embarrass himself or get knocked the fuck out. And then, you know, we'll be smoking on the Jake Paul or the Paul Logan loud pack next. You feel me?
Man, what you thinking about this, man? What's going on?
What I take more serious is his seriousness. Like Maccabee said, he's putting in the work. Every time he's back in the ring, he looks a little sharper. It looks like he's actually working. So I believe his seriousness deserves more credit. His work ethic deserves credit. As far as being in there with pro fighters or better competition, I think he just needs to be in there with somebody with the same mindset as him, whether they've been training boxing just to be in shape or they just believe in combat sports or training. Just he needs a quality opponent that believes like, no, I've got a little skill in this too. I enjoy the art of destruction, which is boxing. You know what I'm saying? The Sweet Science show. If he gets in there, like I've always said it, man, hey, hit my line, hit 258 The Culture, Nobody's Podcast, hit the Big Money Boys, hit D-Wise, Pablo Maccabee, Lance Draper, show up. Just give me a little time, baby. You give me a little time to get in shape. Well, we can do the deal. I'm serious about them hands. I believe in it. So he just has to have an opponent with that mindset. You get these dudes like Ben Askren's a joke. If we're being 100% honest, if you want to see Ben Askren look and ask to pull up his fight with the 5-second KO. The man caught a flying knee and was out cold. So and that wasn't a great opponent. I don't have a problem with Jake Paul fighting him. That's not his issue. He knocked down whoever you put in front of him. But I think there might be people who would be good fights who maybe just don't think looking like Nate Robinson or Ben Askren is worth it. But if you find the right guy, I think it'll be a great fight. Kudos to him for putting in the work. But I'm sure there's some people out here got a little something for him.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. He's looking better. He's taking it seriously. He's training. I do need to see an actual boxer, though. And he ain't got to be world class. He ain't got to be top ranked. But I do want to see him fight a boxer. He didn't fight his last two things. Like, I can't tell how good he is until I see a boxer in there. Then I'll be like, he's boxing a boxer. You know what? He's way better than you guys are giving him credit for. But go ahead.
See, with the boxing, though, it ain't so much about being a boxer as it is just having years in the sport. Like there's a 10-year-old kid that been boxing 5 years, and he'll probably be a better boxer than Jake Paul, but you wouldn't put him in the ring with it. Jake Paul just right now, he's got about 2-3 years in the game of being able to work out and having the luxury of putting his all into it. You get a guy that maybe been boxing 5 years or 10 years, but doesn't have that can't focus in like Paul. He may lose to that guy just because the guy's been boxing for a longer amount of time and has taken it serious. He's getting good opponents. Nate Robinson was a joke. The only reason why most of us are picking Nate was superior black athlete. And Jake Paul handled that. Then Ben Askren, he was just like, oh, I'm a UFC fighter. I just like to rub guys and hug them. And Jake Paul put his ass out with the hands. So as good as those fights are, he's not fighting a guy that's been boxing for 5 years, even if you're not a pro fighter. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here boxing 5, 10 years, and they just like, well, I've never had a real fight, but I do it to get in shape. They're technically probably going to be better boxers.
Well, give me someone that's doing 3 years. Give me someone that's 3 years on your level. Even, there's got to be someone in the gym that he trains that has trained to be like, you know what? He's been fighting for a year. You've been fighting for a year. Like, that's all I want. I don't need a name. I just want someone that's.
I got a name. I got to name me. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I mean. When I say somebody like me, like I've been in the gym. I've trained in the gym. I'm not a pro fighter. I haven't done nothing like that. But I understand the sweet science. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they call me the designer of devastation. That's my name. That's what they really call me. You know what I'm saying? So it's really it's about knowing the sport, knowing your angles, understanding the slips and the rolls and everything like that. So I just think the problem is, I think a lot of the people, the singers and the athletes, the entertainers that could fight him and probably like, nah, I've been boxing for years. They're not willing to take the L. Because at the end of the day, when two men get into a physical altercation, there's only one winner. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't always the better fighter overall. Sometimes it's just the better fighter that day. And I don't think the guys who can do it are willing to take the L. It ain't basketball where Quavo just gonna go out there and ball on a nigga. You could really end up looking like Nate Robinson. And you can't be singing to the bitches on Monday, get knocked out to Jake Paul on Saturday, and think you're gonna be singing to the bitches again next weekend. So I'd love to see Chris Brown fight him though. If we're just throwing a name out there, I think Chris Brown would wash him.
I was seeing him train for what was supposed to happen, the Soulja Boy and Chris Brown thing, and I was seeing him train, and I will say this: his fighting skills is like, it looked pretty sharp, and I think he actually like does know some martial arts or some shit too. They were saying, so I would like to see that if he's. I think because that fight, when I saw him being trained, I saw him dipping, weaving, rolling his shoulders, and like doing combinations. I liked it, so that would be something. Lance, break down the UFC fight that's the main card that's about to happen between those two fighters.
Oh, with my boy Jorge Masvidal and Usman. You're not even getting the first name, not because you nice, just because Masvidal gonna beat your ass. He gonna beat your ass. Miami, stand up. So we finna whoop Usman ass. Because Usman, I don't even like the way you talking to my man Masvidal. You talking like you went in there and you put the beats to him. Man, you might have put the beat to his big toe. Boy, you had more stomps than successfully landed punches. Dog, that was some bullshit. And my man took it on short notice. So he wasn't able to cut the weight the appropriate way he would like to. Like I saw something the other day, I think it was yesterday or today, said he was like, what was he, like 15 to 17 pounds away from the weight limit at this time before? He said he's 7 pounds away. So the effort is going to take to drop 7 pounds is dramatically different than dropping 15 to 17. So he's gonna be hydrated properly. He's gonna be eat properly, and this is gonna be a Masvidal with a full training camp. Usman, this is not Kobe Covington. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is a beast with hands, with a full training camp. And you doing a lot of talking on press conferences and all that other shit, bro. I really hope you trained out here and prepared to go to war, because I bet my house on Masvidal. Masvidal don't let me down because we believe in the skills. But I just don't see it. Skills pay the bills, and Masvidal got the better skilled hands. So if Usman gonna stand up and catch them hands, he going night. That's a fact.
Maccabee, what you thinking?
Yo, man, Dade County 305, stand up. Jorge, we with you on this side. You representing the crib, nigga. Like he said, man, skills pay the bills, nigga. That's it.
Yo, shout out to Kimbo. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
And also, too, come on the show whenever you want to.
That's a fact.
Yo, shout out to the backyard fights with rest in peace to Kimbo Slice. That's the first time I saw this, bro. And he was a banker then, and then he took that and improved his skills and, you know, gotten better. And this is, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be a fight. They're going to bang out. I love when people talk shit and bang out. And one thing I say, even if you're not cheering for Usman, he goes in headstrong. So he going to get knocked out. This ain't going to end in submission. Someone's chin needs to get checked and someone's going to get knocked out. And that's what I'm going to love about the fight. So let's get to it. 2 more topics. Next one is shit. We'll talk about Mortal Kombat. Go ahead, Pablo Maccabee. What's going on with the movie Mortal Kombat?
Well, before you get to that, Maccabee, let me say I'm against this topic because I ain't seen the movie, and I want y'all to understand what I'm working with here, because I got a text a little while before we was talking about this, talking about, yo, go check that movie out real quick. I'm checking it out. It's fire. I'm like, hey, bro. But y'all do what y'all do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check it out after this.
No, what's funny was when I didn't see Ghost Book 2 at all. You guys, yeah, you guys streamlined it. You guys gave everything. Spoiler alert! I had to get up, yo. Y'all niggas kill. So now we saw more, and you had time, and it was Mortal Kombat, and it's about the culture and how great it is. Pablo Mac, we talk about Mortal Kombat. Spoiler alert! Are we gonna do spoiler alert? Or are we gonna just say some, you know, the good, bad, ugly, just a little bit of salt and pepper? What you want to do?
They telling y'all, fuck y'all.
Nah, I'm not gonna spoil shit, dog. I'm gonna let you know.
Okay.
You gotta go see this fucking movie. I don't think you should wait. Like, you should just go like right away. Don't be like, oh, I'll catch you when I catch you. Like, nah, you need to go right now. You feel me? Yo, this movie from beginning to end will have you like, you know, off the edge of your seat. Yo, all the fatalities and shit look so fucking real. Like, first of all, I'm not one of those people that be talking to the screen, and they got me talking to the screen like, "Oh shit," type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, oh, like, yo, I'm like, yo, this shit is a dope ass movie. I believe the director, whatever, I guess is their first time being involved in the film or whatever like that. Yo, they did an awesome job. Yo, you guys did an awesome fucking job. Whether you follow Mortal Kombat or you don't follow that shit, it was just action from beginning to end, always entertaining. Yo, I drank my whole soda, and I really needed to go to the bathroom, and I was like, dog, I can't get up because everything is just so good. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna miss something, and I did have to go to the bathroom real quick, so I missed a little. I probably missed like, you know, a good 3 minutes. So that means I gotta go back tomorrow and just watch that shit again.
Worth it to watch it again. If you don't want to go to the movie theaters, you know what I mean, a Fire Stick, HBO Max, whatever you got to do, make sure you watch it. Good movie. Not going to give you any spoilers. And for the people that do follow Mortal Kombat, since the video game that came out in 1992 by Midway, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to see what's going on. They purposely switch some things around, mix some things up, and change certain angles and perspectives, so you can't say, oh, I know what's about to happen. I played every video game and seen every movie from 92 to now. You won't be able to put your finger on it. But like Maccabee said, action from beginning to end. Great movie. Definitely worth, when we talked about it months ago, saying, yo, it's coming out, Mortal Kombat. It lived up to the hype. Go watch it ASAP. And then you're probably going to want to watch it again. It's that good.
Yo, it honestly really lived up to the hype, man. Just the way they introduced all the fighters, I loved it. Like, you know how every person came in, I'm like, oh shit, nigga, this nigga Sub-Zero, dog. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this nigga Scorpion, dog. Like, oh shit. Like, yo, like the way they introduced all the, like, yo, it was dope, man. It was a good movie. Like, one that I haven't seen a good movie in a little bit. You feel me? So I really enjoyed myself today. You know, like definitely if there was like a hidden camera in there and people can see my face expressions, like they were priceless. Like, oh, ooh. And it's like, yo, and everybody else in the theater too. Like, yo, there was like a chick like on my row. I can hear her like, oh, snap. Oh, dog. Oh, hell no. His hands off. Like, you feel me? Like, I was like, yo. Like, yo, it was good. It was good.
Facts. Nothing but.
Because normally I don't have time to go to the movies. So, you know, I'm happy I was able to make some time today. And on the first day, I was one of the first people to see that shit. You know, like I go to movies like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
So Lance, hopefully we didn't really ruin anything. We just told you how amazing the movie was.
And
yeah, I was gonna
open for a sequel. You feel me?
Cool. I was gonna ask you who's the best character though? Who looked the best though?
I don't want to ruin anything for you, bro. Just go watch the movie. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna be looking for it, and you're gonna watch the movie, man. Because it's really like you don't know what's gonna happen till it happens. It's good, and then the ending it ends on a high too. Because during the movie, without saying too much, you're gonna be like, "Yo, where the fuck is such and such? Oh, there's such and such." Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a good movie.
I bet.
And like the characters, like they really like they look like the characters. Like you feel me? It was awesome, yo. It was actually awesome. Like I felt like this was the best Mortal Kombat ever, like ever, son. And I'm looking forward to a sequel. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. Nah, they got to. They ain't do all that for nothing. You know what I mean? Shit. Nah, good movie. Go see it. Last but not least, the final topic. And Lance made sure he's like, you know what? Did y'all see the verses on 420 with the legendary Method Man and Redman? We gotta talk about that. So I was like, you damn right, we gotta talk about it. So Lance, I'm gonna let you pick. You wanna go first, last, second? I'm gonna let you pick your order, and then we'll go from there.
I'll go first. I'll go first because I feel like I just need to get this off my chest. I feel it. So I couldn't have been more disappointed with this. Like on the vibe. Now, when I say that, I'm not talking about in the Method Man or Redman. I'm not talking about the performances in itself. It didn't feel like a versus. You know what I mean? And I'm not even saying you had to come in there with the Gucci Mane energy, but it's like it's still called the versus. I love that I saw the performances together. It was great to see the support, the records done together. But I would have really liked to see Method Man and Redman like still set up in the traditional format and go at it. So I was disappointed from that standpoint, but having it on 420 and the love between them and the vibe, that was incredible. We never doubted that. Even before they said that it was an option. I was so let down in the concept of versus and what we got in the battle. For that, they should have just called it the 420 concert with Meth and Red, and then I would have been more in the chain instead of hyping up to think it was really gonna be something dope.
All right. I knew from the jump that this wasn't gonna be that. I know their bond. I know their friendship. I've met them together. I've met them doing, down in Miami. Like I knew what the vibe was gonna be, and I knew that these guys legitly love smoking too. So doing it on 420 was just ingenious in itself. In the actual definition of a versus and what you hope to see, I can understand Lance saying like, "Damn, I was a little disappointed." But the overall effect of seeing those two guys on stage performing, everyone came to see them. I know everyone lit up when they saw him. Everyone was high. It was a perfect time to get it. And then you vibe the good music. If you can't give it a 10 out of 10, you can give it a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 for sure. That's my opinion on it. Maccabee, what you feeling?
To be honest, I forgot about this. But I fuck with Method Man and Redman. I fuck with y'all boys. You feel me? Salute y'all boys. I didn't see it. You feel me? I just didn't see it. You feel me? I was probably busy hanging out with my daughter or something like that. You feel me? But I do fuck with Redman. Yo, Redman's one of the best lyricists and Method Man. You already know how it goes. Salute them boys.
Facts. Did you see the shirt with the Eminem line, the Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie? Where Eminem said that's the best lyricist. Did you see the shirt where he had him listed?
Yeah.
The shirt was fire. And my man Method Man is yoked. Method Man must be getting into professional bodybuilding or something.
Nah, he's been doing this thing. Like I see him going to the gym on some of his like Instagram things, whatever. He trying to stay in shape. And can you blame him?
Yeah.
Look who we're losing. We're losing. Everyone's dying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a fact.
So
That's
like, yo, Method Man, keep doing it. I need you to stay around, bro. Redman, yo, like, yo, I need y'all to stay around. Like, for real, like, no more legends. Like, I can't take it, man. Like, yo, I just want to, like, I want people to die naturally and of their time. You feel me? I wish everyone that influenced me or everyone that I love to die, you know, in a hospital bed, 100 years old, with your children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren around you. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I wish for everybody. You know what I'm saying? On a blessing like that. Not no Shock G died in a Tampa, Florida hotel room. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, no one knows what was up. Yo, homeboy, Black Rob passed away 5 days after he got out the hospital. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't wish that. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever y'all got to do to stay in shape, stay on point. Yeah. Even though Lance say he against it, if you got to eat vegan for a month so you can reset your body, damn it, do it. I need y'all to stay around.
That's why definitely we got to make these things like we got to talk about this in the culture to be like, yo, you know, we can't have this mentality. I was having a conversation with somebody about diabetes, and it's like, yo, like in the hood, like especially in the Black culture, is like we don't take diabetes seriously. we don't take any health problem seriously. We was like, well, you know, I'll feel better, I'll get better, I'll pray about it. Like, nah, son, like you just can't pray about it and, you know, drinking a soda. You can't just pray about it and not do no exercise. Like, this should take real work. You feel me? And if we don't try to, you know, make these changes, we're setting ourselves up for destruction. You feel me? So the change starts with you, pretty much. So, you know, let's not be this generation that is like, yo, niggas is dying at, you know, 42 years old from heart attacks and heart disease and heart failure and high blood pressure and, you know, other bullshit. You know, one thing that, like, you know, like I want to do for myself is like, yo, I don't like being the victim to shit. You feel me? So it's like, yo, it's like you don't want to be a victim to like bad health choices, a victim to bad credit, a victim to the system, a victim to like, yo, fuck that. Yo, like, we out here living godly, nigga. You feel me? Like, that means health, that means finances, that means real estate, that means, you know, community building, relationship building, whatever. You know, like, let's stop being victims to, you know, to anger, to beef, to food, to making poor decisions about not investing in ourselves. Remember, you got to invest in yourself first before anybody else is gonna think about investing in you. You feel me? That's what you do. So start investing in yourself with your credit, with your finances, with your health, with building relationship with your family. And remember, it starts with you, man. So that's all I gotta say.
Matt can be with the gospel to close it out.
I want to touch on this, and then we're definitely going to say our sign-offs. My man Lance put something, and it just spoke to me. And I find it 100% true because, yo, man, y'all new niggas, man, is acting kind of like really fucking funny, man. And I ain't feeling it. And it's going against the G code, man. He posted something basically saying that, like, yo, the man's main chick is off, like, limits. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all niggas is really breaking the G code out here. And I don't give a fuck if it's your homie's ex-girlfriend, ex-wife. It was 10 years ago. Like, yo, we don't cross those lines, man. You don't cross those lines with your family. You don't cross those lines with your aces. And y'all niggas is making it seem normal to do so. I was just on a thing on Clubhouse, and they asked, like, they were doing a never have I ever shit. And I'm listening to it, and they said, never have I ever, you know, slept with my best friend's ex. And these niggas raised their hands, men and women. So this ain't even a sex thing. This is a culture thing going on. Oh, well, and they had excuses for it. Well, you know, they broke, oh, you know, he hated, oh, he gave me permission. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that, yo. There's certain shit that's on the table. There were real feelings there at one point in time. You supposed to respect the game, yo. And y'all niggas is making it seem like it's okay. So I just wanted to put that out, man. Like, yo, man, do better. You know what it is. There's always been the rules. We're not taking that shit back. I'm telling y'all niggas that listen to us, say no. And if you a G and you agree with me, go to the younger generation and tell them niggas, yo, stop the foolishness. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in that. Like, you don't do that. That's breaking codes on every level, man. And if you disrespect your best friend, that means you'll disrespect anybody. And I ain't for disrespect. So instead of, you know, me slapping the shit out of you, I'm just gonna say, yo, do right.
Facts. And stop acting like because they threw the pussy at you, you can't turn no pussy down. That's some bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it was in my lap. All right, my nigga, you grow up, nigga.
You know, I'm one of these people that's gonna say is like, nigga, all this pussy out here, bro. And it's like you gotta get with somebody that's in your, you know, your inner circle of people. That's some bullshit, dog. You feel me? Like, you know, we live in a city, dog. There's so many women out here. There's so many other, you know, other people to be with. And it's like, yo, it's not worth it to cross those lines, yo. You feel me? And that shows something about you. That, you know, you got some bitchness in you. You got some weakness in you. You don't live by no real code. It shows you an untrustworthy person. You feel me? And those are not good qualities. You know, if you're trying to be like, you know, if you're trying to die a real nigga, but you already know, people out here, they ain't even trying to be a real nigga. They selfish. They only think about themselves. You feel me? And selfish is a trait. But you know, like growing up, like my name for me meant a lot of things. I'm like, yo, I may never be rich. I may never be the super whatever popular person or whatever. But like at least I know, like, if niggas is talking about me, they always say like, yo, that's a real ass nigga right there, or just have something positive to say about me. You feel me? And if they have something negative to say about me, I guess they a fuck nigga. I'll just leave it like that. You feel me?
Hey, yo, DJ Pablo Maccabee, man, bring us home.
All right, so you know, I'm gonna say this again, like I said last week, man. You know, I'm gonna say balance, yo. You know, live a balanced life. Let's work hard towards our dreams and our goals. You know, let's turn these dreams into reality. You feel me? Let's balance to make sure that we're responsible, but we also, you know, we have enough fun in it and appreciate the people around us and make sure we give each other our roses. You feel me? And let's stay positive, man, and just keep grinding. You know, I know the grind is hard, whatever goals or objectives you have out there, but you know, it's balance. You feel me? So let's balance.
Hey, yo, your boy D Wise, you heard what he said. That's true to the heart. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, be healthy, be smart, and be loved. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk and show love. It's you don't have to, oh, ain't gangster. Yeah, it is, man. A real nigga that shows love gets love. And that's important as fuck. D Wise out.
That's a fact. Back to them weak ass niggas. If I can't trust you around no pussy, how I'm supposed to trust you around some money, nigga? Smart enough. Lance Draper, check the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Big Money Boys, Nobody's Podcast. Like my Hennessy. We out.